The scientific community has made an alarming discovery. For many seniors, the fatal deterioration process begins silently in the legs, years before serious symptoms appear. Today, I'm revealing 5 critical warning signs your legs are sending that could mean a serious alert for your health and longevity. Ignoring them might be the last decision you ever make. If you want to maintain your independence and add quality years to your life, pay close attention to every word in this video. It could literally save your life. Why the legs are the thermometer of longevity after 65. Did you know your legs could be telling you exactly how many healthy years you have left? Research from the Journal of Gerontology has established a direct connection between leg health and life expectancy in people over 65. Your legs contain the largest muscles in your body and manage the most complex circulatory challenges, fighting gravity to return blood to your heart. When this system starts failing, it's often the first domino to fall in a cascade of health problems. Have you noticed your legs seem to be aging faster than the rest of your body? This isn't a coincidence. The circulation in your lower extremities functions as an early indicator of systemic cardiovascular problems. Think of your legs as the canary in the coal mine. When they're in trouble, your whole body is at risk. The earliest signs of heart disease, diabetes complications, and even neurological disorders often appear first in the legs, months or years before affecting other organs. The statistics are shocking and should concern everyone watching. According to studies from Stanford University Medical Center, seniors with declining leg health have 78% higher chances of experiencing serious health complications within the next 5 years. Even more alarming, those who ignore these early leg warning signs are 3 times more likely to lose their independence and require assisted living. Your ability to walk independently, climb stairs, and maintain your quality of life literally depends on recognizing these signals before it's too late. Warning sign number 1. Persistent swelling in legs and ankles. Can you clearly see the shape of your ankles at the end of the day? If not, you might be experiencing one of the most dangerous warning signs. Persistent swelling in your legs and ankles isn't just uncomfortable. It's a serious red flag that your circulatory system is failing. Not all swelling is dangerous, but when it happens regularly, doesn't improve with elevation, or seems to be getting worse over time, your body is desperately trying to tell you something critical. What's actually happening inside when your legs swell regularly? This fluid buildup, called edema, often indicates your heart isn't pumping efficiently, your kidneys aren't filtering properly, or your veins are becoming increasingly damaged. According to the American Heart Association, this type of persistent swelling is the first visible manifestation of heart failure in over 40% of cases. The extra fluid isn't just cosmetically concerning, it's placing enormous strain on your tissues, reducing circulation further, and creating a dangerous cycle that can lead to tissue death. Here's a simple 30-second test you can do right now. Press your thumb firmly into your shin or ankle for 5 seconds, then release. Does the indentation remain for more than a few seconds? This pitting edema is a serious sign that requires immediate attention. Don't make the mistake of dismissing swelling as just part of getting older. The Journal of Vascular Medicine reports that early intervention for leg swelling can reduce the risk of hospitalization by 67% and extend active, independent living by an average of 7.5 years. Which would you prefer, addressing this now or risking everything later? Warning sign number 2. Pain when walking that improves with rest. Do you need to stop and rest when walking short distances? That pain forcing you to stop isn't arthritis or just old age. It's your body screaming that your arteries are closing down. This condition, called intermittent claudication, is essentially a mini heart attack in the legs. Your muscles are screaming for oxygen that can't get through because your arteries are blocked. And here's the terrifying part. If your leg arteries are blocked, the same process is likely happening in the arteries feeding your heart and brain. Have you been told it's just normal aging when you can't walk to the mailbox without leg pain? This dangerous misconception leads thousands of seniors to ignore what could be their body's final warning. The American Journal of Cardiology revealed that 65% of people with untreated claudication develop serious cardiac events within 5 years. Even more concerning, this leg pain often appears 18 to 24 months before a major heart attack or stroke, giving you a critical window for intervention that most people miss completely. What makes this warning sign particularly dangerous is how easy it is to adapt to it rather than address it. You start walking less, taking the elevator instead of stairs, and parking closer to entrances. Each accommodation masks the underlying emergency while allowing the disease to progress unchecked. The National Institute on Aging confirms that responding to this leg pain promptly can increase your odds of avoiding catastrophic health events by 82%. Which would you rather do? Take action now, or wait until you're in an ambulance wondering why you ignored the signs? Warning sign number 3. Changes in color and temperature of legs. Have you noticed mysterious red, purple or bluish areas appearing on your legs for no apparent reason? These color changes aren't just cosmetic concerns. They're visual evidence of a circulatory system in crisis. Your skin is the largest organ in your body and often the first to show signs of internal distress. These discolorations are essentially your body's desperate attempt to map out exactly where blood flow is being compromised. Is one of your legs consistently colder than the other? This temperature difference could indicate a critical arterial blockage that may be just weeks or months away from causing tissue death. Vascular surgeons at Johns Hopkins University warn that temperature asymmetry between legs is one of the most reliable predictors of impending circulatory crisis. Many patients report being shocked to discover that what they thought was just poor circulation was actually a 90% blockage in a major artery requiring emergency intervention. The texture of your leg skin can also reveal dangerous circulatory changes. Is your skin becoming thin, shiny, or losing hair in certain areas? The Journal of Dermatological Science explains that these seemingly minor skin changes reflect profound vascular insufficiency beneath the surface. Think of your garden hose. When water pressure decreases, your plants wither and die. The same process happens in your legs when arteries narrow, with skin changes being the first visible sign. What other warning signs might you be missing while dismissing these changes as just cosmetic? Warning sign number 4, frequent nighttime cramps. How many times per week do you wake up with painful leg cramps? Those excruciating nighttime cramps aren't just an inconvenience. They're a serious warning sign of deficient circulation and critical nutritional imbalances. During sleep, your circulation naturally slows, which can reveal circulatory problems that compensatory mechanisms mask during waking hours. When your muscles repeatedly cramp at night, they're literally crying out for the oxygen and nutrients they're being denied. Did you know that frequent leg cramps can increase your risk of blood clots by 42%? Research from the Mayo Clinic has established a direct relationship between recurring nocturnal leg cramps and elevated risk for deep vein thrombosis, blood clots that can break loose and cause fatal pulmonary embolisms or strokes. What feels like a temporary, if painful, inconvenience could actually be the precursor to a life-threatening event. Is this something you can afford to ignore? What makes these cramps particularly dangerous is the vicious cycle they create. The pain causes you to move less, which further decreases circulation, which leads to more cramps and even greater circulatory compromise. According to studies in the Journal of Sleep Medicine, seniors who experience leg cramps 3 or more nights per week have a 78% higher risk of requiring hospitalization within 18 months. The good news? Simple preventative measures can dramatically reduce these cramps and improve your circulatory health, but only if you recognize the warning sign for what it truly is, an emergency, not an inconvenience. Warning sign. Number 5. Wounds that are slow to heal. How long did it take for the last cut or bruise on your legs to heal completely? If it's taking noticeably longer than it used to, your body is sending you a critical SOS signal. A simple wound that doesn't heal properly isn't just an isolated problem. It's often the first visible sign of a systemic circulatory collapse that could eventually lead to amputation or worse. The Journal of Wound Care reports that declining wound healing in the legs often precedes major health events by 6 to 18 months. Why do these wounds become so dangerous? Your lower extremities are the first place where your immune system and circulatory system weaken, creating a perfect storm for complications. Without adequate blood flow, your body can't deliver the oxygen, nutrients, and immune cells needed for proper healing. What starts as a simple scratch can quickly become a chronic wound, then progress to an infection that could ultimately threaten your life. Is that small, non-healing spot on your leg truly nothing to worry about? Vascular specialists at the Cleveland Clinic warn that any leg wound taking longer than 4 weeks to heal requires immediate medical attention. This isn't being overly cautious. It's recognizing the critical difference between a minor issue and the beginning of a potentially catastrophic health cascade. Studies show that early intervention for poor wound healing can reduce the risk of serious complications by up to 94%. Yet tragically, most seniors wait until infection has already set in before seeking help. At what point will you decide that preserving your legs and your life is worth the effort of early action? Practical solutions to reverse these dangerous signs. Did you know that 80% of leg circulation problems can be significantly improved with 3 specific dietary changes? Research published in the Journal of Nutrition demonstrates that incorporating foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, flavonoids, and nitrates can dramatically improve vascular function in just 30 days. Something as simple as adding leafy greens, berries, fatty fish, and beets to your diet can literally reopen enclosing arteries. The transformation these simple foods can create is not just impressive, it's life-saving. Are you willing to invest just 5 minutes daily to potentially save your legs and extend your life? Vascular specialists at the Mayo Clinic have developed simple seated exercises specifically for seniors with mobility challenges that can restore critical blood flow to compromised leg tissues. These movements stimulate circulation, strengthen vessel walls, and promote the growth of collateral blood vessels, essentially creating natural bypasses around blockages. The research is clear. Consistent brief movement sessions create measurable improvements in circulation within just 2 weeks. What daily habits might be silently destroying your leg circulation without you realizing it? Extended sitting without breaks, crossing your legs, wearing restrictive clothing, poor hydration, and excessive sodium intake all dramatically impair your leg circulation. According to research from Harvard Medical School, eliminating these harmful habits can improve peripheral circulation by up to 53% without any medication or invasive procedures. The question isn't whether you can afford to make these changes. It's whether you can afford not to. Type yes in the comments if you're committed to implementing at least one of these changes starting today. Your future self will thank you. What your legs are trying to tell you could literally save your life. These 5 warning signs aren't just about your legs. They're messengers of your overall health and longevity. The good news is that by identifying them now, you have the power to reverse many of these processes before it's too late. Your mobility, independence, and years of life depend on the decisions you make today. If you found this information valuable, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss potentially life-saving content like this. Type the number 1 in the comments if you've identified any of these warning signs in your legs and are committed to taking action. And remember, the video YouTube is recommending next could contain additional information that perfectly complements what you've learned today. Your journey to better health is just beginning, and I'm honored to be your guide every step of the way.